Here we go. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh shit. Damn it. Gotta fix this here. Gotta fix this leg here. All right. Oh man, this is really fishy guys. Very fishy guys here. In my hat. Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right. Man, today is the 4th of January. We're already 4th day in the new year. 25th year in the new century. I'm doing okay right now. I'm just kind of really emergency alert, how the elites plan to had to get rid of 200 million Americans. Wow, really? Now, I want to get here with the beginning of video here by the Off-Grid Desert Farming News with Paul and Adrian.
Hello, everybody. This is Paul from Off-Grid Desert Farming News with Paul and Adrian. This is January the 3rd, 2025. I want to welcome you to our live chat here on Rumble. If you are on Rumble right now, we do have another YouTube channel called the same thing, Off-Grid Desert Farming News with Paul and Adrian. There's a lot of videos the last couple of weeks that we have not posted on Rumble, so if you want to catch up on all the news, you need to go over to YouTube and click on those videos. So we're going to bring you information, folks. We're going to tie all of this together today. We're going to connect the dots. What's happening with those drones that are being sighted over New Jersey, New York, all of the things happen.
Now, I want to get to a shit. Right. Now, there's a tunnel. There's a tunnel, secret tunnel. God damn it. Secret tunnel is covered by drones, a terrifying indicator of stealth super gangs filtering into the United States. The funnel was found during the joint investigation between U.S. Customs and Border Patrol and Sonora State Police in Mexico using drone technology. Ice-T's expletive-filled exchange with New Jersey cop is caught on body cam footage during a traffic stop. Ice-T may demand respect for the badge and law and order, but he does not show much for it during the heated interaction after he was pulled over in New Jersey on a traffic stop. Apple pays £77 million to halt lawsuit claiming your iPhone does spy on you and millions of customers could be in line for payout. Um, now there's a now this is by reported by Off-Grid Desert Farming News with Paul and Adrian.
Happening with the smart dust, the fog, Deagle.com, the biowarfare weapons that are going to be released on the world. This is happening in real time. We're only into the third day of January. We're only into the third day, and New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, we had 2 terrorist attacks, one in New Orleans and the other in Las Vegas.
Okay, now let's stop here. Okay, let's stop here. Now, the one in Vegas does not really add up. I'm getting to it. Shh, hold on. I'm getting to it. Chill out. Relax. Okay, relax. Now, the Vegas bombing, right? The Vegas bombing. That right there, something does not add up on that one. And I would like to explain why. Now, supposedly, allegedly, there was an email sent to a guy. He knows. And the email was stating about the drones. Okay. Now, yesterday I talked about how the drones and the 2 attacks could be connected. But how? Okay. Now we have an email of the guy that allegedly blew himself up. Something does not add up because now it's turning into a tailspin, into a spin. Could the body that was found in the burnout Tesla Cybertruck be the real guy? No, stop. Time out. Stop and think for a moment, okay? What does Fort Bragg? What does people learn in Fort Bragg? PSYOP, right? Now, could this body be somebody else? Could the truck be? Could the Cybertruck be sent there, and then, like, someone put a burnt body in there that's already been burnt to crypt and shit? Then all of a sudden, pew. I mean, in the email, the guy talked about going to Mexico, right? And we all know that the blonde-haired gal, the CIA former advisor, was on the same guy's podcast. Now, the guy who was interviewing the guy who showed the email and then played the voicemail thing on his phone, he asked the question, wondering if the guy's still alive. Now, I watched the whole thing. Towards the end, we said, I wonder if the guy's still alive. And the guy he interviewed said, he might be. He might be. So, could this be the left hand's over here, but the right hand over here is cooking something up over here, right? Now we know that both guys were at Fort Bragg, and so was the alleged would-be assassin of the second guy who tried to get Trump. He even went to Fort Bragg. All three was trained by General McChrystal, the same general who hates Donald Trump. Now, think about this for a moment, okay? They teach psyops at Fort Bragg. And where is Fort Bragg at? Exactly. Where's Fort Bragg? You know. But it's getting fishy. It's getting fishy. It's starting to really smell bad. Really smell bad. You know. Right now, I don't know what to think because could this be a fake? Like, could the guy be faking his own death, using this as to fake his death and head to the border of Mexico and shit to hide? I mean, the guy is a whistleblower. The guy was a drone whistleblower. And in an email about that, I would love to see the email on that myself. I think there's a lot of things going down here that's really kind of fishy. A month and 14 days, right? Okay, you got November 18th, December 18th, full month. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9, 30, 31. 13 days. Okay. You add January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Or the 4th day. A month and 17 days since the drones were seen. Right? A month and 17 days. Right? A month and 17 days. Count November 18th to January 4th right now. Okay? We're the 4th day in the new year. Okay? 1 month and 17 fucking days. Now, there's been some seen over military bases. Even overseas, because we have bases in overseas, we have bases in Honduras, too. We got bases in Panama. I told you guys about Panama, didn't I? Yeah. They have 3 bases on both sides of the Panama Canal. And the president of Honduras is threatening to shut down military bases. She's threatening to shut them down. Oh, yeah. She's threatening to shut down the military bases that we have over there. And she could do that. By international law, she could do that. She could shut it down by international law. But we have the CIA embedded in every country, in every country. Especially Honduras, okay? See, she could shut the bases down if she wanted to, like that. But she's risking her life because it ain't the first time that the United States government did a Honduran regime change. 2009. 2009. Okay. Think about that shit. Think about that. 2009 was they had a regime change. A regime change. So what do we have here? Now Now, Donald Trump may need to watch out himself. He's not immune from getting called out. He's not immune from getting called out by other world leaders, because the thing is, Donald Trump appear very a business guy. I get it. He loves his country. We all do too. But we do not like corrupt, three-piece suit and gold tooth wearing, cheap weekend at a third-rate country club kind of assholes, that try to benefit themselves and not give a rat's ass about the American people. So, now we're dealing with this bullshit here.
Yes. We also had a plane crash into a building. We had a guy in a truck said he had a bomb. We have so much crazy stuff going.
But here's the thing, though. The email, okay? The voice message on the guy's phone you got in that interview. I'm thinking right now. Okay? I'm thinking that lady, that former ex-CIA advisor, and this guy, something smells psyop. Okay? Psyop. Now I'm thinking, okay, this guy is wanting to go to Mexico to hide out because he blew the whistle on the drones, okay? I would want to hide too. I would want to hide too myself, How would I do that? Take a Tesla Cybertruck, put in a few stuff. I'm trying to keep it PG here. Stuff, maybe even a burnt body. Already been burnt, but where do you get one? Don't know. Place the Cybertruck by the Trump Tower. But I do it by wearing a disguise. Okay? Think your folks think. Okay, think your folks think. Then, all of a sudden, time just right. I think it was a remote detonation. A remote. Or timed. But the time. When was some truck placed there? In that spot? What time was it put there? Is there a time frame somewhere? Is there a time frame? Because we all know the guy in New Orleans. 15 died, 43 injured, and allegedly he was influenced by ISIS and shit. Allegedly, remember, psyop. These guys trained in Fort Bragg. One overseas for about a year or two. Now, the media will not tell. But the media is only limited on what they could tell the public because most of it is classified, But they can only say what they're allowed to say because Operation Mockingbird, okay? Remember, think. Operation Mockingbird. I mean, you gotta understand, the whole thing is a psyop thing, man. Because, look, but if the guy in New Orleans was influenced and became radicalized, because he was just really influenced by ISIS, well, something's wrong there. Something's wrong there. We're about 20 minutes in, so but it doesn't add up, though. Don't.
Going on in the world, and it's coming to a head, folks. 2025 is a really, really pivotal year for the entire world because Russia is making major advances in Ukraine. It doesn't look like that Russia is not going to accept Donald Trump's peace plan as they have presented it to Russia. Russia says, unless you give us what we want, we will continue fighting in Ukraine until we take over their entire country. So Russia's not going to budge. We could also see November the 11th come into play this year with Russia taking the entire northern part of Ukraine, and at that point the United States launching a massive nuclear attack on their forces in Ukraine, and then a massive counterattack fulfilling Pastor Philip Barnett's prophecies of November the 11th, that's the day when judgment would come upon America, that 15 American cities would be nuked by Russia in a counterstrike because the United States launched their nuclear weapons first on them. So all of that is just a byline to this story today.
But then if it happens, hello, World War III.
That the news media has started the fear campaign. The Mockingbird news media is ramping everything up just like they did in January 20 when Donald Trump, right when the COVID pandemic started in Wuhan, China. They're going to do the same thing, folks. They're using the same playbook. Exactly.
Yeah.
It was at the end of Trump's presidency when all of this stuff started with Bill Gates, DARPA, event 201, where they did a simulation of the COVID. Well, they're going to do it again, and they've already started releasing these bioweapons in the world, in China. There's multiple things. They're going to lock down America again. You're going to be forced to wear your face mask. They're going to have social distancing. They're going to put the plexiglass barriers up, in hotels and banks. It's going to be a repeat, folks. But this time, these viruses are going to be more deadly. But actually what is happening is the people that were vaccinated, the 75% of Americans and the 75% of the world that was vaccinated, they're going to activate those viruses that are contained in their body already from the vaccination. They've already given people the death shot, and they don't even know it. And we tried to warn people. We've been warning people since Donald Trump did his Operation Warp Speed, introducing the vaccine. And Trump has taken credit for the vaccine, folks. He says he's the father of the vaccine, but he's taking credit, and they're going to do this again. And there's really nothing we can do about it. The only thing that we can do about it is warn you that these people that are running the world, they have one goal in mind. That is to depopulate the earth of over 8 billion people. And they're not going to do it through a bullet. They're not going to come to your house, break down your door, and shoot you in the head. They're not going to do it that way.
There was a Georgia Guidestone, which is the equivalent to Stonehenge, where it said in multiple different languages that the population of 500 people, there's going to be an event where 500 people will lose their lives. And yeah.
You got Lizzie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where she's at.
I got her.
Okay.
I got her.
Okay.
No, this does not add up at all, man. You know, I think could this be a round 2 of the plandemic in 2025? I know. I'm concerned too. I know. It's getting bad, man. It's getting fucking bad, dude. Like really fucking bad, man. Just really fucking bad, man. Seriously.
Boy, they're gonna do it through vaccines, through bioweapons. That is the vehicle, the modus operandi that the New World Order, the Illuminati, the Bilderbergs, that's how they're going to depopulate the Earth, through forced vaccinations. And what this smart dust is in this fog.
The smart dust is nanoparticles. It's equivalent to the chemtrails. Hey man, I've always been a big fan of the hotline. The Buddhism hotline, I mean, came out in October 17th of 2015, and this year marked 10 years. 10 years, man. I've been a big fan of the channel and program. It's funny. It's a very funny channel. The guy, Jonathan Hill's character, very brilliant, very classic. His response to the phone calls and shit like that, the timing is perfect, man. Just absolutely perfect, you know. This from Ollie. He says, "Hey there, man. Just want to say thank you for supporting the hotline. 2025 is going to be some exciting times, big things to come." Yeah. It's the Buddhism hotline. So just in case if someone wants to know what the guy was talking about, the Buddhism hotline has been around for it'll be 10 years in October 17th this year. 10 years. So I would like to see on the anniversary a kind of a flashbacks of the funny shit, you know, all. But what makes it better now that there's no calls where there's the N-bomb being dropped, you know? Love that. That change was needed, man, because the Buddhism hotline at one time was on Twitch, and Twitch booted them because of the constant N-word, the N-bombs, constant, you know. And so it is a funny channel. You know, like I said last night, we need funny back on YouTube. We need to have you know, I mentioned the channels like Owen's Pranks, you know, Mama, Eternia Jim, Utopular channel on here on YouTube. So sorry, Utopular channel. Enter the Dojo, and I've also mentioned a classic program on YouTube, The Retarded Policeman, the Tretch guy, you know. Those were funny, very funny, and it pushed the envelope, but yet it was still funny. It was still funny, you know. The Buddhism hotline did push the envelope just a little bit, just a little bit, but not enough. But yet, YouTube had removed a few of their videos because of, because it the guidelines, the community guidelines. So, and yeah, so I've been supporting the channel for a long time. So yeah, thank you, Ollie. Now we're dealing with this here.
That is being, it's basically all over the world now, folks. But it's basically in North America and the NATO nations. That this fog is just lingering over the city.
What we're talking about is that there's this nano dust. And we all know what it is. Nanoparticles. Now, yeah.
Come here a minute.
We're back. Yeah. Okay, oh wow, yeah, that was my dad. He did my help real quick, so sorry about that. The whole nano dust is equivalent to chemtrails, and now what's in the chemtrails? Nanoparticles, okay, nanoparticles, and they use that to, like, it's dust, right? Particle dust. They shoot at the planes, big old planes with big old tank full of this shit, and it's equivalent to, now this whole fog thing, the whole fog.
It is not dissipating like normal fog. This is smart dust invented by Bill Gates, DARPA, MIT, and all of these bioweapons laboratories that Bill Gates funds. And the smart dust goes into your lungs. It filters through your blood-brain barrier. We're going to expose all that information. This is an insidious plan to kill you off, and they're happy about it.
Can you say transhumanism?
It, folks. They are happy. So let's go ahead and start out with this article here, trying to bring you up to speed on what is actually going on. But they're happy about it, folks. They're going to be happy when they start to kill everybody off. So this is our first article. We're going to be playing a lot of videos for you today. Face mask mandates return in multiple states as doctors warn of a plandemic, that is 4 different individual viruses that they are releasing at the same time. A plandemic of 4 viral infections. A quadruple whammy of viruses are hitting the United States as millions go back to work after the holidays, data shows. Official figures reveal the infections caused by the flu, COVID, RSV, a respiratory illness that causes the cold, and norovirus, sometimes called the stomach flu, all started to surge over the Christmas period when families gathered to celebrate. And experts say figures will only continue to rise over the coming weeks as the U.S. heads into the peak of the annual flu season.
Now, I got sick. Okay. Close around that time. An expert says figures will continue to rise up coming weeks as the U.S. heads into the peak period of the annual flu season. Data shows that norovirus cases are at the highest level for this time of year since 2012, 13 years ago. While RSV hospitalizes up to nearly 40% in 2 weeks, an estimated 3.1 million people have been sickened by the flu so far this season, while 37,000 have been While 37,000 have been hospitalized and 1,500 have died. And the number of states, fuck man.
Isn't it a coincidence that we've...
Jonathan Hills, thank you for your flowers, all the love, 10 years for love. Thank you, man. You're welcome. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Reverend Ordo. I am the D's Nuts guy. And I been a big fan of yours. Love your program. Just really been a big fan for 9 years. I mean, it's really 10 years, man. 10 years. October 17th, 10 years. But I have an idea for you. I have a product idea for you. If you mind, if I can share with you. Green pea coffee. Green pea coffee. I think that's right there. Kind of a marketing idea. Buddha's green pea coffee. Made from the organic green peas. just throwing it out there, man. Just throwing it out there. Have you thought about wanting to do green pea coffee? Buddha's green pea coffee. It'll be awesome. You have your green pea soda, you got your green pea shampoo, green pea toothpaste, green pea mouthwash, green pea soda. Um, I'm actually 49, my friend. 49. How about green pea tea? I want to donate these ideas to you, my friend. I think the green pea coffee and the green pea tea would be awesome. Buddha's green pea tea and Buddha's green pea coffee. Or what about the green pea soap? Buddha's green pea soap. That is Jonathan Hills, guys. That is Jonathan Hills of the Buddhism Hotline. And you're welcome, my friend. You are very welcome. And I am a caller of the hotline. I do call the hotline, and I do drop these nuts on the program. And it's a very, very funny program. Very just enjoy watching, because the reaction he gets from the callers and stuff like that. It's the timing is perfect. The guy himself, who plays the character of Jonathan Hills, great at the character of Jonathan Hills and or Ryan Cox of now the defunct Cox News, defunct Cox News. Very talented guy, very but Jonathan Hill's character is if there was a early ballot for a YouTube Hall of Fame channel thing, I think the hotline would be up there. What in the comedy section, because the hotline is a satire, kind of a equivalent to, say, the 90s cable access show, but it's more brought up modern, and just really. There's times I'll watch the program and I'm thinking, I would like to just for one day just to get the feel and the experience beyond the show with Jonathan Hills and kind of interact with them and kind of play along and just have fun. I think everybody on the program is having fun because it's about loving what you do, man. Because I've been a big fan of the hotline for a long time, for the last 9 years, But what made it better was a change, because during the first few years from Twitch to YouTube, from Twitch to YouTube, no more N-bombs. No more N-bombs. Perfect. Because there needed to be a change. Okay? Because YouTube, because of their but bless you, my friend Jonathan Hills. I am Reverend Ordo. I am I am the caller that says these nuts on the program. And I mean, it's just really it's the love of the program. The callers are like, when I call in, when I call in, I feel like I'm like one of the characters that call in, and just have that enjoyment and love. Come here. Oh, you okay, good. But again, Buddha bless Jonathan Hills, and about 2 years ago, I was talking about him and how the channel is just really funny, and he gave me 3 prayer emojis, and I mentioned that on 2-3 times on the on the program, and I'm saying this out of respect. Out of respect from one content creator to another. And I mean, it's real love, man. It's real love of what we do on here, you know. Okay, now back here, they're talking about the plandemic round 2 here.
Reports of this strange fog over the last 3 days that has inundated the entire world, and especially over Europe and over the United States in multiple locations over major population centers. So they are seeding. What they're doing is called seeding the atmosphere with these viral particles, and they know that the immune systems of the people that receive the vaccine are very weak. This was one of the reasons they wanted to get as many people vaccinated with the COVID-19, the mRNA vaccine.
What they're doing is they're targeting the immune system, and hold on. You want to see 2? You want to see 2? You want to see 2, baby girl? You want to see 2? Okay, guys, this is Lizzie. This is my baby girl. This is Lizzie. And this is the official anonymous Mando'Ade Network mascot. This is Lizzie. She's part of the team. Oh, baby girl, huh? You good girl, huh? And she's part of the team. And she gets a little fussy if she's not involved here. So, oh, I love you too, baby girl. We love you too. You hug, yeah. Well, you love, yes, you love. And it's funny because really she's very loving. She's a hugger too. She's a hugger. Okay, now they're targeting the immune system, and like, could we see the pandemic round 2? Could we? Round 2 in 2025. You know. Good girl, honey, good girl, yeah. But what bugs me is that here we got, I mean, how many people took the booster? I mean, how many people took the booster, and how many didn't? I never took the booster. You know. And Biden says you need to get at least 5 or 6 boosters. No. How about no? No. Not gonna happen, you know. Because why? I mean, I took the shots, two shots. That's all you need, man. The boosters are just the heavy frosting on the cake, man. And the cherry on top is you getting really, really sick. Where it basically puts you in a position where it really puts you in a position where you're down for the count, you know.
Initially, because it destroys your immune system. It destroys your ability, your T cells, to be able to fight off any kind of infection. That is why so many people have come down with turbo cancers, stage 3 and stage 4 cancer in just a few months, because their immune system has been wiped out from the mRNA vaccine, from Anthony Fauci, from DARPA, from Bill Gates, the most evil man in the world, and they're going to do it again. And they know this time, once they release this cocktail of death upon the world, that most of the people that receive the vaccine, the booster shots, their immune system will not be able to take care and fight off these new infections. Thus, they will die. And the Deagle.com information that was released in 2017 documents and forecasts that America will lose about 200 million people. Europe will lose about half of their population. And it's mainly affecting NATO and the European Western countries. So, folks, all I can tell you is that you need to get ready. You need to get close to Jesus Christ. And we're going to give you
Are there,
things that you can take.
I'm already there. I am walking with God, man. I'm walking with the guy. You know, him and Buddha. God and Buddha. Yeah.
To mitigate the effects of these new viruses that will help your body fight off these new infections. One of them is ivermectin. The other is fenbendazole. You need to write these things down. If you care about your family, you need to stock up now. Ivermectin, fenbendazole, EDTA, charcoal tablets, activated charcoal tablets, nattokinase, nicotine patches or gum, You need to rewind this video. And
I haven't smoked in 10 years. I mean, it's been 10 years. October of 2024 was 10 years. I haven't smoked in 10 years, so I'm good. You know, I haven't smoked in 10 years, so I mean, I get it. You know, I do get it. I think I was saying that there's something with the nicotine patch and the gum. Let's be honest. The gum and the patch don't fucking work. Do not fucking work. October 2014, I quit cold turkey. I went to a doctor's office. First time going to his place. And I was talking about wanting to quit smoking. And I quit. Yeah.
You want to do me a favor and turn the heat off?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, I haven't smoked in 10 years, so Never use the pads. Never use the gum. Never use any of that stuff because it don't work. Since the gum don't really work, it just kind of increases the shit. The patch don't work either. So I mean, I don't know why. Here, try the new nicotine patch. Go fuck yourself, dude. No. I do want to share with you guys. I want to share a message I got from John Hills. Buddha bless you. And this is the second time he messaged me on my here on the anonymous Mando'Ade network, and I gave him an idea for green pea coffee, tea, and soap. So hope that he could take the ideas and kind of figure out how to get to work. So Buddha bless to Jonathan Hills.
And you need to write these substances down that will combat these new viruses. Ivermectin and fenbenzidol kills viruses. Olive leaf herb kills viruses. Garlic kills viruses. Turmeric kills viruses. There are natural substances you can buy to protect you and your family.
What about magnesium?
So we're going to go over
elderberry.
That information again at the...
What about magnesium, elderberry, and call it what about elderberry and ashwagandha? What about magnesium, zinc, right? Zinc. So zinc, This is ashwagandha gummy. Ashwagandha. Vitamin D2 and zinc. This is the elderberry gummy. Immunity support gummies. Now, how come they're so worried about ashwagandha? The plant. Now the reason is, you got these big pharma guys paid off by the Rockefeller Foundation, right? DuPont, another one. They don't want nothing natural. They don't want nobody to touch anything natural, like earth-grown medicine. We eat broccoli, right? We eat broccoli. Broccoli does what? Kills cancer cells, right? Eat a big bowl of broccoli. Broccoli kills cancer cells, Carrots. You eat carrots, right? Carrots can help with the eyes, right? Dark chocolate helps with the blood flow, right? Red wine, same thing, blood flow. Because most of the wines are done by fruits, olives, There's a olive oil. There's two places where it has a huge medicinal use. Africa and Morocco. Huge. And guess where they're at? Desert. Right? olive oil dressing, right? They use it for dressing, right? You could drink it, but you won't. Now, there's a doctor that found something in the olive oil. Olive oil, right? Certain, olive oil. Two places, Africa and Morocco, has where they're grown in the desert, and the trees are in constant survival mode, which means it puts the olives in overdrive, and it produces enough stuff in the olives than you would get at the stores, anywhere else grown. They only get 30% because they're in places where they get a lot of water, But in the desert of Morocco and Africa, the trees are in survival mode. Okay, the trees are in survival mode, and you could pour it over your salad, and you could drink it. And it's natural. It helps with the insulin, the whole insulin thing, And one teaspoon a week. This is natural shit, okay? Africa and Morocco. Two places. I would love to get my hands on this stuff. If you're diabetic and have type 2 diabetes, dude. But I can't say that because YouTube has this medical misinformation policy. Why? Because they're paid to put that there. They're paying Google to put that policy there to discredit anybody who mentions anything natural or organic. No.
The end of this video, but folks, they're going to do it again. Official figures reveal that infections caused by the flu, COVID, RSV, and the norovirus all started to surge over the Christmas period, with families gathered to celebrate. They did it right at Christmas, right at New Year's. They're spraying this fog over major cities. Data shows that the norovirus cases are at their highest level for this time.
Okay, there have also been an estimated 2.5 to 4.4 million COVID cases between October 1st and December 7th. Estimates suggest including 72,000 to 120,000 hospitalizations and between 8,200 to 13,000 deaths. What the fuck, dude?
Of the year since 2012. While the RSV hospitalizations are up nearly 40% in just 2 weeks. An estimated 3.1 million people have been sickened by the flu so far this season, while 37,000 have been hospitalized. And 1,500 people have died already. And the number of states with very high levels of the disease has quadrupled in just.
The surge in infections and prompting return of mask mandates in some states. Fuck that shit.
A week to 8. There has also been an estimated 2.5 to 4.
Okay, now, the surge in infections is prompting to return of mask mandates in some states, with a hospital system in Wisconsin this week becoming the latest to reinstate them. Hospitals in parts of California, Illinois, Indiana, New Jersey also brought back the rules for staff and visitors. Official Officials in New York City are urging people to consider wearing a face mask in public transportation. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit.
4 million new COVID cases between October the 1st and December the 7th. Estimated suggest including 72,000 to 120,000 hospitalization.
I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna go to W77 here. This is a
This is Dabu 7. We now have reports that the FBI has launched an investigation into these mystery men that have showed up near Starbase in Texas, and an individual that was camping out near this place said that these 5 guys rolled up and said that they were there to attack or blow up Starship. SUV pulled up with 5 male passengers, rolled down their windows, and was talking to this guy that was camping down there near the Starship base. When he said this, when the driver made the comment that they were there to blow up Starship, the guy went stone cold. And he says, "Oh, okay." And then the guys responded and said, "Hey, we were just joking." But the conversation went on. And these visitors said at least 3 more times out of all of them, just kind of periodically as they were talking, that they were in South Texas to attack Starship. So you have men from the Middle East showing up, scouting out Starbase, and threatening to blow it up, or stating that that's why they are there. Why would they be there anyway? Why would they be in the vicinity from the Middle East, right there near Starship? Something doesn't seem right with this, with all the staged events popping off left and right.
Yeah.
It seems it's that season, and they're not going to go away. I expect a ramp up from here. I don't know if anything's going to come of this, if they're going to attack or be able to pull off an attack on Starship, but Elon definitely caught up in this whole thing. For the Cybertruck being used, which we broke down on the live stream, all the new details, make sure to check that out. And join me for the live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, where I'm talking about the latest updates on all these events and a whole lot more. But this is the latest. Guys, stay sharp out there. If you see something crazy, you might want to get on top of it before something crazy comes from it. So, the latest here, I'll leave links. Stay vigilant, y'all. It's been Dabu 7. Know your enemy.
wow. That is wow. That's yeah, something tells me that the FBI or the ones that were making threats, I mean, here's how I see it. Undercover FBI guys going in. Camping out there. And then all of a sudden, more FBI guys come out to investigate these undercover FBI guys making threats right? Threats. Yeah, something does not add up here. Or it could be more guys that were trained by Durham McChrystal to from Fort Bragg to do a psyop kind of thing, you know. Wow. Whoa. Brain fart, brain fart, brain fart, brain fart, brain fart. Oh, brain fart, brain fart, brain fart. Yeah. Does not really, yeah.
And 8,200 to 13,000 deaths. The surge in infections is prompting a return of mask mandates in some states, with the hospital system in Wisconsin this week becoming the latest to reinstate them. Hospitals in parts of California, Illinois, Indiana, and New Jersey have also brought back the rules for staff and visitors. Officials in New York City are urging people to consider wearing a face mask.
I won't wear one
on public transportation. So this is a map of the highest infection rate of these quad.
Let's see. The ones in the red is Washington, Idaho, California, Arizona, Mexico, Texas, Colorado. No, not Colorado. I think it's Arizona. Let's see. Washington, Idaho, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Nebraska, Kansas, Arkansas, Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, Ohio, New Jersey, and South Carolina. Yeah, that's. It looks like we're seeing. Wait, D.C. and New York City. It looks like we're seeing the beginning of the plandemic, round 2. The bullshit edition.
Drupal, these 4 viruses that the world elite has released on the world's population, especially the United States and Europe. And you can see which state that you live in. There is a color code here. The green is minimal. The light green and yellow and orange is moderate. When it gets into the orange and red, that is very high levels. And the dark red and purple are very extreme high areas of infection rate in the United States.
The purple is Oregon and Louisiana. What the fuck?
Influenza positive tests reported to the CDC by clinical laboratories, and you can see the massive surge. The massive surge is going exponential again, folks. So like I said, the world elite, they're not going to shoot you in the head. They're going to kill you through these viruses, and then they're going to try to vaccinate everybody. But they know people are not going to line up again for the vaccination. That is why they are releasing the vaccine into the fog. They are spraying the airborne vaccine now for everybody to inhale. Bill Gates, there is a patent for a fog machine. There is a patent for all of these chemtrails that they are seeding the atmosphere with these bioweapons to kill most of the world's population off, because their immune systems have been compromised due to the fact from the COVID vaccine 3 years ago. The booster shots, the COVID vaccine, it has eliminated and destroyed the immune system of most of everybody that has received it. So they know they're going to have a mass casualty event. Experts say the surge in winter infections is being driven by increased mixing over the holiday period and also by travel on public transport and airplanes.
Well, the thing is, it depends on what is the percentage of people that flown on a plane, bus, right? Bus, or personal vehicle, like a car, truck, van, RV, you know. The issues compound by the facts that people's immune systems are weakened during COVID lockdowns, and work from home rules leave some greater risk of more severe illnesses. Dr. Joe Breesy, an infectious disease expert who spent 2 decades at the CDC, told the DailyMail.com, "We are seeing now is an increased amount of respiratory disease and norovirus that is really all over the United States. It is what we see most years, and we'll probably see increased amounts over the next few weeks as well." Fuck that guy.
The issue is compounded by the facts that people's immune systems were weakened during the COVID lockdowns and work from home rules, leaving some at greater risk of more severe illness. I just stated that, folks. The reason their immune systems are gone is because of the vaccine. And if you have been paying attention the last 4 years, the people that receive the vaccine are the ones that keep getting COVID.
Yeah, it's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. It's all fucking psyop to get you all scared, to get you all round up and shit. You know, all that bullshit. You know, you gotta put on your mask, folks. Fuck your mask. You gotta get your shot and boosters. Fuck your shot and boosters. You gotta do the 6 feet. Fuck your 6 feet. It's all a fucking psyop, dude. It's all it is, man. First, we seen drones starting in November 18th. Okay, mass sightings in New Jersey, 12-block radius, right? Coast Guard seen 30. Now, all of a sudden, these 2 guys that caused an attack. One in New Orleans had a real estate business. That went shot. That went kaput. He ended up killing 15 people, injuring 43. One in Vegas, that one's questionable. Because, was he a whistleblower about drones? Who knows? I'd like to know, what was he seeing clarity? Did he really blow the whistle? And if he did he see the light finally? And then thought, I gotta blow the whistle and hit the border. Now, someone said the guy ate my son that died. DNA proved he ate my son. Like, okay. Well, who said that? Was there a test? Was there a DNA result? What was their DNA test done, and where's the results to the DNA test? Did the guy fake his own death? Who knows? Was this bombing attack at the Vegas Trump Tower a distraction for not just for us, but the FBI, so this guy could hightail it to the border, man? Because they were on to him for blowing the whistle on drones and shit? I mean, this is stuff you gotta really pay attention to, because right now, since November 18th, we've been seeing a lot of bullshit, a lot of psyop crap, you know, a lot of psyop bullshit that's happening. But the thing is it all tied together? Because it's a huge distraction for something bigger like this plandemic part 2 this year? Could be. Do I know? No. Do I want to know? Yes. Why? Because I'm a fucking citizen, dude. And I want to know if I'm going to make it, if I'm going to wake up tomorrow, the next day, then the day after that, the day after that, the day after that. You know, I want to fucking know. Why? I'm downright fucking pissed, dude. I am. I'm like downright fucking pissed. No.
Over and over and over again. The ones that got the vaccine are the ones that are getting sick, not the ones that refused the vaccine. They lied to you, folks. Bill Gates, Anthony Fauci, Joe Biden.
It is what we see the most years. We will probably see increased amounts over the next bullshit. It's all bullshit.
The CDC, the World Health Organization, they all lied.
Fuck Bill Gates. Fuck Dr. Fauci. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck them all, man.
To you about the vaccine. The vaccine is the death shot.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So this is the breaking news. I'm going to show you a video now if I can get it on the screen. Let me change screens right now. But there is a massive surge in China right now. The hospitals are filling up in China. And people are dying right now in China like they did before. They are dying. China reportedly facing another major virus.
Have these assholes learned anything 5 years ago? Have these assholes learned anything from then? Since then? Have these motherfuckers learned anything then? Probably fucking not. Assholes.
This outbreak after COVID. Crematorias, where they cremate bodies, our hospitals or swamps. The world.
This is just absolute. This is absolute, just fucking crazy, man. Absolute.
Is in panic right now from the.
Okay, this is from Richard from Boston. This is shared March 24th, 2018.
Okay, so maybe you have or maybe you haven't seen footage of this because it was all over the news exactly when Trump took office. If you recall, it's the Moab, the mother of all bombs. A 21,000-pound bomb is the military's largest non-nuclear bomb. And they dropped this thing, and it is absolutely, completely, and totally devastating. So there's that. Or maybe you've seen this. This is a friendly little thing we have called white phosphorus, where you're literally dumping liquid molten metal onto other human beings. So, if the mother of all bombs doesn't do what you need, and white phosphorus isn't quite gruesome enough on its own, the military can now pull this out of their little bag of tricks. Now take note of this, because Israel's done this to the Palestinians many times, but, you know, they're God's chosen people, or that's what they tell me. But I digress. If the mother of all bombs, or dropping a nuke, or nailing these people with white phosphorus isn't quite enough, the military's gone into another bag of tricks. Now, bear in mind,
He's showing a dropping of white phosphorus on people. This could be either in Iraq or somewhere else in the Middle East, someplace. But it's what was used by Israel on the people of Palestine and Hamas.
The military has an awful lot of occult activity going on in it, gangs, so forth and so on. I mean, this guy, for instance, Michael Aquino. The guy he was a high-ranking United States military official. He wrote the Chapel's Handbook for the U.S. Army.
Michael Aquino was good friends with Aleister Crowley, who founded the Church of Satan.
And he is an out-in-the-open Satanist.
But also, Michael Aquino isn't just a Satanist, but also a pedophile.
Always has been. He's been accused of child molestation, child sacrifice, rape, murder, and every other thing, and yet he's still good to go. So our military, and all militaries, if you want to do what they do, you need to go where they go. And this is where they go. Now, this may look hokey or creepy or staged or whatever, but this is the Thule Society. These people worked in conjunction with the Vril Society, which is why you got the swastika. And it's odd because after World War II, our military became incredibly evil. And that's just all there is to it. And yes, I support our troops, but come on, guys, wake up, look around. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what kind of evil? You really want to know what the kind of evil they've done? 1991, Panama. 7,500 people were murdered by our guys. Why? To protect the puppet they put in. After they caught Manuel Noriega, who they framed for the drug bullshit, because Noriega did not want to play ball with the U.S., so George, old Pappy Bush, George Herbert Walker Bush, didn't like that. He wanted their puppets to be loyal to them. Well, Noriega says, fuck you, old man. I ain't doing shit for you no more. I'm done. Fuck you and your damn family. So, they went in there, caught him, put in their puppet. Cosmic uproar where, on the poor side of Panama, 7,500 people were murdered by our military guys. Why is that? Isn't that a crime against humanity? Yes, it is. Anything going to happen? No. Why? What's this? Under the rug. Now, journalists. Dead. By who? Our military guys. What happened? Under the rug. A reporter made it through. Got the story from the people. She left. What happened? 8 people, including a doctor, gunned down one by one. Under the rug. Nothing happens. That right there is also pure fucking evil. The May Line Massacre. Our service guys killed villagers, civilians. Crimes against humanity. Under the rug.
Every single solitary one of us.
Oh. Blackwater. Why? Killing of civilians. Crimes against humanity.
Or an oath. An oath to protect. You guys remember this? Because I do, and it lasts for your entire life. I, Richard J. Comito Jr., do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to regulations of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Well, foreign and domestic. We haven't really had a foreign enemy to defend against, unless you count television making up things. But domestically, yeah, the military.
We've had domestic enemies on this soil for years.
Should have taken out the government a long time ago, but they're not. You know why? because they're too busy using things like this. The military is now going to start using plasma balls or laser weapons that produce voices by 2021. Do you remember when we were telling you about this years ago and people were like, that's just a conspiracy theory? What in the world? This isn't military tactics. This isn't saving lives. This is the kind of technology that drives people totally, completely.
Now, I admit I am a conspiracy theorist to a certain degree. I'm also a gamer. One of the games I play is Watch Dogs 2. Now, think about this. In the storyline, Marcus, character, the protagonist, goes into this big tech facility, goes in to investigate because he hears about a 10-year plan. Now, mind you, 10-year plan. Now, what's the 10-year plan? Robot soldiers, right? Robot soldiers. Okay. What's happening in these car manufacturers? They have robots building the cars, right? Building cars. The 10-year plan is to, right, martial law. Using robots for martial law, right? Now, as the character goes in this big door, he sees a big giant robot spider. Now, I know it's a game, but in movies, in books, in comics, even in video games, the truth is put in there. It's an Easter egg. All these things are Easter eggs, okay? Easter eggs. Now, this should scare you if it was planned and actually happens, okay? We're in 2025. I'm 49 years old, okay? Now, I'm 49 years old. Just turned 49. I have a son that's 25 years old, going to be 26. I have a son that's just turned, that'll be 26 in next month. He'll be 26. And what scares me is I know it's a video game. I get that. But the thing is, a lot of this would scare your ass, man. It would. 10-year plan to use robots to spur riots and protests and shit, because some protests are peaceful, some are violent. Now, again, we're seeing drones, okay, advanced drones, and check this out. Okay, now, I took this picture. Okay. This is a drone that Richard from Boston took a picture of. Okay. It's a drone. This is the same drone. You see those round things? Those are propulsion engines. Repulse engines. And these drones are very advanced. Very advanced. DARPA, right? DARPA. All these contracting companies make these drones to be stealthy, fast, weaponized. Some of them are dropping these nanoparticle bullshit, equivalent to chemtrails, right? Chemtrails. They're shooting these nano dusts, nanoparticles, which they get in your skin, they get in your body, and can we say transhumanism? Right? Transhumanism? Holy shit.
And utterly insane. But that's just my opinion. What do I know? You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough that we dump liquid metal. It's bad enough that we drop mother of all bombs. It's bad enough that our military openly worships Satan in certain sects. And it's bad enough that any soldier that would have attempted to uphold...
Here is something nastier, man. Nastier, okay? The Presidio base in San Francisco, before it closed, it had a child care, like a place where you could take if you're in the military or if you're that worked on the base, they had a place where your kids can go and learn. It's kind of like equivalent to, say, not kindergarten but preschool, right? Michael Aquino, they called him Mikey. Okay, Mikey. He's dead now. He was ahead of that shit. Okay. A son of a lieutenant in the Army was molested by a teacher who was a self-proclaimed Baptist minister out of the South, and gay, and had AIDS. Nobody knew this at the time. Nobody knew this shit at the time. And they spent years covering this shit, And right around 87-ish, the top now, bottom was the preschool part. Top part was the files of kids. Names of kids. How many kids were there, Burnt. Set on fire. Every record of kids, teachers, people that worked there, all set ablaze. Not one paper. Every paper, everything was burnt because the story got out. A lot of victims, kids, young from 4 to 9 years old, to 10 years old, right? Young as 9, 4 and 9. No. 4 and 7, not 9. 4 and 7 were harmed in a very bad way, harsh way, and so all of a sudden that part was destroyed. Michael Aquino himself was part of that. He was a Satanist and a pedophile. And he was a Satanist, but pedophile. He looked like Secretary Mayorkas if he had hair and eyebrows that would point up. Like, dude, this is some crazy fucking shit, dude. Kids went to his home. He owned a couple places. And they only searched one place because the kids mentioned a bathtub with like dragon kind of feet that was like a big old tub with dragon feet. Dragon feet. And it got pretty bad that the whole thing was covered up by at the time it was covered up by the state attorney general. Covered up. And he made it go away. He made the whole fucking thing go away. Yeah. The California at the time, the California Attorney General made it all go away. Why? He was good friends with, you guessed it, Michael Aquino, a Satanist and pedophile. Think about that.
Hold his oath was purged away by President Obama. So there's that. Enjoy your weekend. Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe, or don't.
Yeah. Yeah. That is the
These new viruses, and you can see this is a hospital room, emergency room in China.
Oh, wait, go back.
They have all of.
It's getting really yeah, it's getting bad. Very, very bad, man. Viral video shows crowd hospital suggesting human metapneumovirus HMPV outbreak. I think, I'll be honest with you guys. This is some serious shit, man. This is some serious shit, man. I had never been this shaken in my life, man. But I am pissed. I am really, really pissed, man, Yeah, I am seriously pissed, man. Something big is coming. And this is all psyop shit. This is all psyop shit for something bigger. And whatever it is, I have no fucking clue, no fucking idea, but it is something bad, man. Like, really bad. I don't know what, but the drones. Okay, the drones. These attacks,
Is experiencing this fog. You need to get a good quality face mask. Don't go outside if you don't have to.
We've been seeing fog outside here in California, but we don't know. I mean, it got pretty bad, but we don't know if it was the straight up regular fog or the nano fog.
Buy you a good air filter for your house. Buy you a HEPA air filter from Amazon or Walmart. Get you some kind of air filtration system for your house with a UV light
Oh, good luck with that shit, man. They'll be like, those will be sold out or not even put on the shows at all, man. Like, go get your UV light from Amazon and Walmart. Really? You think that Walmart gonna sell those damn things to people? No. Why? Because it will not hit the fucking shelf. Amazon? No. You won't see it on the website because why? It will not hit the fucking shelf. Good luck with that shit.
Kill these viruses. You need to do it now before.
Even if you want to. Sorry, we ran out. Go bullshit. Bullshit, man. I'm going to end it here. And it's getting really, really funky, man. Really, really funky. You know, we're about an hour and 47 minutes in. If you guys are new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. Always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys. Peace out. Godspeed. And remember, God bless. And also, Buddha bless. Peace.